recorded that agricultural activities boost the economic growth of a nation. My name is Ilora Chamakatere.
Anambra State's Value Chain Development Program is an agricultural program funded by IFAD and co-financed by the federal government of Nigeria and Anambra State government. The program came on board in 2014 and began disbursement effective in March 2015. The loan agreement between the federal government and IFAD is mainly to support poor rural farmers in the line of production, processing, and marketing of rice and cassava value chains. The program implementation is centered on three major key components. 1. Agricultural market development. 2. Smallholder productivity enhancement. 3. Program management and coordination.
My name is Dr. Debbie Onyefulu, the Acting State Program Coordinator, Value Chain Development Program, OCA, Anambra State. Value Chain became effective in the year 2014, August 2014, and the loan was signed by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Abuja, and the subsidiary loan agreement was signed by the state government of Anambra State. The aim of value chain in Nigeria is to eradicate poverty from rural farmers, to increase their income, and to also increase food security, so there will be food in the country.
The program is functional in 9 states in the Federation. The states are Anambra, Benue, Ebonyi, Enugu, Nasarawa, Kogi, Ogun, Niger, and Taraba. The Anambra State VCDP started at her pilot stage with 3 local government areas of Agamelum, Anambra East, and Anambra West. In 2016, 2 more local governments were added, which are Awka North and Orumba North. In 2019, following the achievements recorded within the first 6 years of the program, 3 more local governments were added for the additional financing phase of the program, and they are Ihiala, Obaro, and Orumba South. The program has supported farmers in several ways, including agro-input like fertilizer, rice seeds, improved cassava cutting.
I think I've said to you that as designed, the intentions are good. They are designed clearly. IFAD is intended on improving productivity, empowering our smallholder farmers and processors with the knowledge base to make their livelihoods resilient. So that is clearly understood. And of course, helping to even develop infrastructure along our staple value chain. The design is, you can't take away from it, the design is good.
Work is to teach the farmers good agronomic practices that will help them to increase their yield. Before, they were doing, in rice, they were doing broadcasting. But with our coming in, we taught them how to do nursery and transplanting. And without teaching, they can now make high yield. Before they were getting about 2 to 3 tons per hectare. But with our coming in, they are now getting up to 6 to 7 tons per hectare. In cassava, they were doing mounds and putting cassava cuttings anyhow. But with our teaching, they would do it in line, 50 cm by 50 cm or 50 cm by 85 cm, by making it to have high yield. Before they were getting 5 to 10 tons per hectare. With our teaching, they are now getting about 25 to 30 tons per hectare.
Smallholders' productivity. This is where the farmers are taught on best practice, how, where, and when. Farmers were trained on good agronomic practice. Farmers were trained on GALs, where they will have more yield. Value Chain Development Program has also developed irrigation scheme for farmers. They developed irrigation scheme in Omo and Anako, Nayamelem local government area, where the irrigation scheme is serving over 150 hectares. It's not that irrigation scheme is not only serving VCDP farmers, but it's serving the whole of Anambra State farmers that are all located in that environment.
The program on the productivity enhancement supported small-scale processor with remodeled as well as constructed of cassava and rice processing centers across the 8 participating local government areas, equipped them with rice destoner, improved rice milling machine, drying slab, provided 40 kVA generator, crèche for nursing mothers to take care of their babies, and convenient facilities with solar-powered boreholes to all the processing centers to make for smooth processing activities and to enhance productivity.
I na-akọ rice before. Na-akọ 1 hectare. And during the time, I use guys were our tradition. I use broadcasting. Broadcasting I use aka rice that time. So quantity I use bulibu. So after I mecha, I water 3 tons per hectare. Then by megidere ha, even chemical and abana the land on a fianyaro. So August in the father Mbia in 2015 so 2016. Ha nyekwara anyị ọzụzụ ezigbo ọzụzụ full mistake ha bata n'ime anyị gagharịsị achọpụta na anyị na-eme mistake na adọla anyị na-alụ so kpọrọ anyị nyebe anyị trainings support anyị with input si anyị baa farm so I use kwere baa farm anyị kọcha anyị fụ nnukwu ihe ndị iche ahụ bụ by inweta 7 tons per hectare instead of 3 tons anyị na-enwetabu before. So nnukwu ụlọ dị ya o mere anyị gaa far. So even now before anyị amarọ na onye farmer na-alụ ụlọ lụọ ya ọfụma ezigbo ụlọ anyị amarọ na onye farmer na-enwe moto na-ega plot of land forever mana kịta anyị amagolo na onye farmer na-ego everything because of IFAD value chain development.
That tiny autopsy down there is not his, so he's using that to actually showcase what he has learned from VCDP, the capacity building on best agronomic practices. You can see the rice farm. In fact, the difference is clear. It's just like a carpet grass.
Agrochemicals like herbicides. In the area of equipment support, the program provided farmers with improved simple farming machinery like pumping machine for dry season, power tiller, seed planter, smart tractor, treacher, and others. The program introduced the Gender Action Learning System, GALS, to help solve inequality issue in households.
After the intervention of VCDP through GALS training, we have been attending the training for long now. After the training, things change in my family. My husband helped me. He does work with me. My husband now engages me in decision making. He now helps me in doing the house chores. He even supports me with some money, gives me some money. The GAS methodology has impacted a lot in our family.
Also, nutrition-sensitive agriculture were considered key to aid farmers understand the need to balancing the diets to solve the problem of malnutrition.
VCDP is not just known as other programs, but for its impact in the life of rural farmers. As a cassava producer, we depend mainly on the carbohydrates. My children always fall sick because of that, not knowing that we don't eat adequate diet in our meal. But when VCDP came in, they introduced a nutrition-sensitive agriculture.
I want to appreciate the IFAD value chain for what they've done for us. They've done a lot of things for IFADIGO women, starting from the training. They first of all trained us in so many things. The leadership training, which we acquired the knowledge at Sherry Hill, Jos. They taught us about climate change. They taught us about GALS, which stands for Gender Action Learning. Gender Action Learning System. Yeah, and which entails women working hand in hand with their husbands. Capacity building. In this very training we are attending, we never attended them with our money. The transportation fare was taken care of by IFAD value chain. They will feed you to teach you, they will transport you to teach you, they will pay accommodation bill to teach you. So I want to appreciate the Soludo government. The Soludo government, as a matter of fact, because it is in their tenure that this very building was erected, and it's still going on. So I want to appreciate the Soludo government, even my commissioner, the Commissioner for Agriculture. I want to thank them so much for the help they have rendered to Ifadigo Women Cooperative.
Furthermore, the mainstreaming initiative also includes the financial inclusion, which educated farmers of savings culture, linkage to financial institutions, as well as extended the support to people with disabilities by supporting them with point of sales, POS machines to make them financially independent.
I'm making in the VCDP. They were the support one. Support one, they were the money point POS. I went to Aliaka, I'm making a Anambra State government, Governor Soludo. I support for them. They can fund the federal government. I'm a secretary.
The program Agricultural Market Development Component, geared to full agro-businesses, provided farmers with farm roads for easy evacuation of their farm produce, developed over 200 hectares of farmlands across the participating lands, linked them up with off-takers, as well as provision of aggregation centers, both rice and cassava, with market stores and stalls.
What we don't have input. So before I'm a low 1 hectare. We can look at a transplanting in Nigeria. I'm at about 3 buys. Man, as of now, the event here go now 6 buys. At 3 buys for the first time. The second time, the last week, we have 3 buys. So, advantage, Munawem, Mwetena Kandefad, Bo, Ozalo line, Nyabo Vive, Mwetena Kandefad. So, I lost those. I'm very rice in 18 and mighty Sheva, Bobago, Borabia shift to a motor table, Buria, where now.
VCDP have done a lot of things on the side of the farmers, and presently we supported them with solar pumps, apart from gasoline pumps that we used to give them before. This one now is what they are testifying that is highly commendable, because they don't spend again in buying diesel or buying fuel in fueling their distance. This one is the energy comes from the sun. So I thank VCDP and our amiable governor for the work he is doing in our state. Professor Chukuma Soludo, he has done a lot for the farmers and to the masses. The road he is constructing is helping the farmers to evacuate their produce from their farms, which at the same time reduce their cost of production.
This has brought so many farmers out of poverty as farmers continue to smile to the banks, building houses, training their children in good schools, and standard of living improved. The program in recent time came up with an innovation providing farmers with solar water pump for dry season farming to help reduce their cost of production. The impact of capacity building cannot be overemphasized, as training on good agronomic practices, gaps, bookkeeping, business management, among others, gave rise to the tremendous achievements of the program. Hence, Obiam Wafwe slogan, chorused by VCDP farmers.